Happy New Year! Woo! Let's go! 2023! Are you guys excited for this year?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so today we are back with another episode after our Christmas one, which aired last year. Oh my God! Which aired last year. So this is the first episode of the year.
2023.
If you guys don't know me yet, my name's Giselle.
My name's Jakayla.
My name's Abed.
And my name is Chloe.
And today we're going to be doing a little 2022 recap, even though it feels like New Year's 2022 was literally yesterday. Yeah. But it wasn't. So yeah, but before we get started onto that, I actually wanted to ask you guys, how did you guys spend your New Year's? Because I know you all spent it together.
Well, we spent it in Esther's house.
Yeah.
We did some
Esther is one of our friends, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. We had a lot of fun. We did play a couple games.
We did barbecue. We ate barbecue, set some fireworks.
I missed the barbecue. Yeah, we got
Some
fireworks.
spicy questions.
Good.
Sparklers. We played sparklers.
Yeah,
That's what it's called.
which
Sparklers.
did not last until New Year's. But whatever.
Okay.
Because we were really bad at lighting the sparklers.
Yeah, we
got
were
one right.
And then
just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds fun.
How'd you spend it?
For my New Year's, I was at my mom's friend's house. I was away in Bali. And there were a bunch of their kids' friends. So, we were all just spending it together and it was really fun. A lot of people, the fireworks were really, really loud. We set ourselves, but I don't know why not that many people set as many fireworks this year in Bali. Usually it's really
We actually didn't hear a lot of
grand.
fireworks either because I
Yeah,
think
we
in
didn't.
the area we were, there weren't a lot of fireworks anyways.
Yeah, mine either, which I was really shocked because I was in a very on area, So, yeah. All right. So let's just get into it. We all had a very fun New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
I hope. I hope we did. But I do want to ask, how was your year of 2022 overall? If you had to rate it out of 10. I know that's hard because I feel like
because 2022 has been there's so much that's going on. And
I
up and
feel like I
down,
can
up and down.
collectively speak for all of us when I say 2022 had so many ups, so many downs.
So many downs.
Yeah. So we might need to think about this for a moment. How much would you rate it out of 10, Chloe?
Rate it out of 10. How much would I rate it out of 10? Maybe
And why?
I would rate it over a 5. See, I would put it over a 5.
definitely.
It's definitely over a 5. It's not. It wasn't the worst year on earth,
Okay.
and it wasn't.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
it
guess.
wasn't the worst year ever, and it wasn't mid that I would rate it a 5. But it's
Okay.
definitely above 5.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's above an 8 though.
So somewhere between 5 to
8.
8.
Yeah.
So let's say
6.5.
Let's say 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, I think
6.5,
7 is a good
around
7.
there.
Yeah, around
Okay.
there.
Okay, that's good. All right. What about you?
Ini kenapa gantian aja?
Yeah, why don't you go
Yeah.
next?
Because I don't know what. Okay, fine. I think 2022 was not my greatest year, unfortunately. There were a lot more downs than there were ups, but I don't forget to be really grateful for every ups.
Of
Does that make
course.
sense?
Every
Every good thing that happened in 2022, which there was a lot, and I'm very grateful for that. But I think I would overall rate it a 4.5 out of 10 or a 5. I'll be generous. I'll be giving it a 5. Because, yeah, as I said, there are a lot more downs than there were ups, but it did teach me a lot, so that there is a bright side to that. And I think I've really grown into a different person from beginning of 2022 me and end of 2022 me, if that makes sense. In many, many ways. But we'll discuss that later. I feel like that's something we should catch on. What about you?
For me, 2022 was the worst and best year of my life. So many good things happened, which was the greatest thing that happened, but so many bad things happened, which was the worst thing that happened, if you understand.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so there was so much going on that year, so much has happened, and I think I would rate it 7.5.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because
Actually,
I enjoyed 2022. It was really a year of growth for me. We'll talk about that later. So.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
I would rate it a 6 out of 10. It's pretty mid because it's like a transition from like lockdown, and so
Yeah.
things
True.
are
That's true.
Settling
Yeah.
in.
Everything was just like, boom.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, all the ups were great, but all the downs were really bad.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I would say it's pretty mid.
Okay.
6 out of 10.
So by far we can conclude that Jakayla had the best year for 2022.
Yeah.
That's really great for her.
That's good.
That's good. Okay. All right. So going back into what I said earlier, when I said like beginning of 2022 me versus end of 2022 me, they're like two completely different people,
They
in my
are.
opinion.
I feel like
I feel like everybody here, we can like, we
can
know
agree.
that all of us, we were all different people in the beginning of 2022
say so, yeah.
versus now. Oh, I mean, December
End of
2022.
December 20th.
So, in what ways do you think you've grown this year? I know that's a really tough question, but
That's a
like,
huge
how
question,
much
yeah.
do you think you've grown? In what ways do you think you've grown? How has it affected you? You know, that's really heavy, guys. This is a lot. So
Why
like,
is
put
it
on
such a
there.
serious?
I'm sorry.
Why is it such a serious?
Yeah,
And like it's
Okay.
Like, okay, let's tone it down. Like, what's the difference,
What's the difference?
between January you and December you in 2022?
I can say 2022 was definitely a year I like kind of came out of my shell a bit.
That's great. That's true. Wasn't that the
Yeah.
year you joined TCU actually?
Yes,
Right?
yes,
Yes.
it was.
She
I
us
joined TCU
in
at the very
January.
beginning of the year,
At the very beginning.
and like I started serving right after I joined.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really.
yeah, you remember that because you were
I
the
don't,
one.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
And then everything just like started. Like I became. I would say it was the year I came out of my shell very much.
That's great.
And, like,
I can see that.
Yeah, we all can see that. Because no, previously, before 2022, I feel like any of us and Chloe, we didn't really speak as much because we used to be like besties
Yeah.
in like 2019, 2018, before
Those
that.
era, man.
But then like over the pandemic, we kind of lost contact.
I lost contact with
which was
everyone in the
inevitable,
pandemic.
right? Which was very inevitable.
I feel like I lost contact with everyone in the pandemic, and then 2022
Yeah.
I started like talking to more people and all
Exactly,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
We
Yeah, it was
reconnected,
great.
and then over time we became really great friends again, all of us here. So that's great. All right. Okay, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
How have I changed? Okay, I feel like I have grown to. I feel like January me was a lot more sensitive than December me, because I used to be very like emotional and just like cry over everything. But I feel like 2022 has like given me the greatest of the greatest, like just like really really harsh things, you know. And I feel like that has by far, and I feel like that has taught me to like, first is to not take things for granted, and second, just to not be so emotional about everything. I know this doesn't sound great because being an emotional person is really, it's not a bad thing. It's like,
Yeah.
Keeping in touch with your emotions is a very good thing.
it's
You
a
have
good
to-
thing. It's a great thing. I'm not saying that I'm like numbing my emotions, no. But I'm just saying that I have learned to control my emotions over the year. Especially like feeling like sad. Mostly it's sad, not anger. Anger, we're not there yet, but for like sadness and all that, I feel like I've learned to control it. I feel like that's the biggest, most significant difference between January me and December me. Because yeah, over the year there were a lot of challenges going on in every aspect of my life, and I did have to like teach myself to like, hey, I shouldn't react this way. It's okay to cry, it's okay to be sad, but I shouldn't let this affect my every single day, you know?
Yeah.
So through that, I learned to like, bad things happen, and that's the only way I'll ever get to grow. So I shouldn't think of it as like, oh my God, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me, and I'm never gonna be able to live like this, you know, like, because that was my mindset in the beginning of the year. Very emotional,
It
very
was.
sensitive.
Oh, I think another thing that it's actually connected to what I said earlier about how I've grown in 2022. I feel like I also became a lot more confident
Yeah.
in 2022, which is great.
That's great.
Yeah. Anyways, Jakayla,
Your turn.
how do you think you changed?
I changed a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I changed a lot.
Yeah.
From the start of 2022 and the end of 2022. I have changed so much in so many different ways. So, mostly good things. And
That's
there's still
fair.
bad things though. But
Yeah.
good things, guys.
That's for this year, which is for this year.
I think I've grown to love myself more and be more confident in who I am and just not care about what other people think about me. And same as Chloe,
Yeah,
it was
that's
the
great.
year that I came out of my shell. I started talking to people more. I started
Yeah, I
being more
can tell
confident.
that.
I started giving people a comfortable space to talk to me and to open up to me. And I also opened up to them because for me it was really hard for me to open up when I was little. So this year, last year,
Last year.
Last
Oh my
year.
God,
Year.
last year. That's
last
so
year
weird.
was the year where I opened up more and just really accepted myself and my surroundings, I guess.
That's nice. For me, physically, I want the editor to just put a picture of me, January me. But
You're doing that?
yeah.
Why are
yeah,
you doing that to
Giselle, you're doing
yourself?
that. I'm gonna send you the pic.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I feel like 2022 was the year that I don't know. I've accepted things about myself that I haven't been able to, like mostly like physically. But other than that, it's I don't know. I've learned a lot of things, and last year was the year that I reconnected with people that I lost contact with, because we had offline school, and then all the COVID restriction was like a lot chill.
They told me.
And yeah, I was able to meet a lot of people that I haven't met in like 2 years, 3 years, and yeah, so it was quite. But me personally, I feel like there's a lot of change, but gradually over the year itself, like month by month, day by day, and yeah, now this is me, and put it again, January.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't want to see it.
Some of us are not
Oh
watching
my
this
gosh.
episode on YouTube.
Don't be mean.
Hey.
Don't be mean. All right.
I had to go up.
Okay. So we've talked about our differences from when we were from January of 2022 and sorry, and December of 2022. But speaking about the beginning of the year, in January 2022, did you guys have any New Year's resolutions at all?
I did.
did.
I wrote down a list in like a notebook, and then out of all of them, I completed like 2.
Okay.
At least you completed
Okay.
something.
Two.
At least you
I-
completed something.
I kind of like, one of my resolutions was start cooking more and like learn how to cook, which kind of got there.
Okay.
You learned how to bake.
I'm not the best. I kind of learned how to bake.
You learned how
Yes,
to bake.
you've tried my brownies. They say
Yeah,
they're good.
it's good, guys.
Yes, a lot of people. And the other resolution was to start working out and exercising more.
Which
And
definitely
that
happened.
definitely-
Which definitely happened
They
for
want me to
her.
flex.
We can all see that. We can all see that.
We can all see that.
definitely
You don't need to hide it, man. You don't need to hide it.
That definitely happened.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to. The thing is, though, I expected to do like home workouts and start being more active. But then that was like the type of workouts that I do now wasn't my goal. But then it just happened.
But
so
it's working.
Yeah, it's working. It's great.
I love it. That's great. Okay.
Yeah, New Year's resolutions, 2 checked off out of like 8. So
Okay. You know what? A fourth is okay. A fourth is good.
a 4th is
Complete
good.
is better than 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Okay, that's great.
Progress, guys.
I think for me, I did not set any realistic resolutions because I've learned from the previous years that I'm never gonna get to that. And that it will only happen if I actually have the motivation. And my motivation cannot be that it's a new year. So for me, like a new year is not a mark to like start being a better person, quote unquote. But that will happen anytime throughout the year when I want it to happen, because I need genuine motivation from inside of me. I can't just be like, it's a new year, new me. Like no.
Yeah.
I did, however, have a bucket list of like things I wanted to do, and because I wanted 2022 to be like a very memorable year, which sort of worked out, sort of didn't. But I did have a bucket list of a bunch of things I wanted to do, and I think out of I'd say I completed half of them, which is great. which is really good. I got to do half of them. I mean, yeah, because it was more of a. It wasn't like a self-development thing. It was just like things I wanted to do.
Fun things.
Like big fun things I wanted to do, which I did, you know? And a lot of it is thanks to our community, which is great. I feel like a lot of like our personal growth is thanks to our community, you know?
It is.
Like
Yeah,
you guys joined TC Youth and you guys started becoming like way like more extroverted. So I definitely remember you guys back in the days. I remember like I was so loud. I was so loud and I was the only one who was so loud.
She was
so
the
like,
only one.
And now we're equally all
no,
loud.
we're not
No,
equally
it's all
loud, you know?
And I can actually go up to new people and start talking to them.
Yeah.
I can now
great.
greet new people without being scared.
Yeah, you know, I feel like that's thanks to our community because we have a very warm, welcoming, loving.
This is an invitation,
Yeah,
guys.
this is an
If
invitation.
you aren't
This is
part of
Welcome to TC Youth. Come in.
Okay, what about you?
I don't really do resolutions, but I do goals. It's not like the same.
This kind of the same thing.
No, but I call it goals instead of
Yeah.
resolutions.
It's better than resolution.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
I don't really remember, but here are this is one thing that my goal was to make friends. Because I think in the beginning of 2022, I didn't really have friends. Like I was still somewhat like not close to y'all. And so I wanted to make friends in 2022. And I wanted to be the person that I've always wanted to be and not be the person that other people wanted me to be. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's great.
I did it. Like I actually finally did it. It was a long progress, but I did it. I made friends and more in school, in church, outside of school and church too. And I finally became comfortable with who I am today.
Woo!
That's nice. I don't really do resolutions because I've never been the type of person that actually make resolutions, especially like 2020, 2021, 2022. Going in 2022, I didn't expect anything out of this year. Like I didn't set an expectation at all, and so I just whatever happens, and you know, I'll always try to do better. But again, same with Giselle, I don't really mark a new year as like this mark to like change everything or this year I'm gonna do this. No, if I want to do it, I'll just do it. And yeah, I don't really do resolutions. So.
Okay, that's nice. Well, I feel like after we've talked about our resolutions, you know, a lot of amazing things have happened to us. A lot of blessings. We're now different people. Oh my God, that's so weird to say though. That's last year.
So weird.
What was like one of your or some of your favorite memories from last year? I feel like that's hard because I
That is
don't
really
have
hard.
like one really significantly big memory.
But I also don't
There's a
have
lot
the
of like
best
really
memory,
small
yeah.
ones that are like hard to explain if I like because it's kind of like a spur at the moment type
Yeah.
of thing. But if you have to choose one, you know, that really excites
I'd
you. It
choose
doesn't have to
one.
be your most memorable one. Just like one of it,
No.
right? That will take a lot of thinking.
Can I name like two?
Let's start with you.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Actually,
What do you
don't
why
wanna
not start with here?
Let's start with over there.
okay, sure. We can do that.
If we're talking most memorable, it's probably the time that I got COVID, which is not great. But
Okay, I didn't say good memorable.
Yeah.
I didn't say good
Just
memorable.
memorable. It was memorable.
I guess that's okay.
I remember that.
I remember that.
I remember.
Oh, I
yeah, I feel like that's like one of the most memorable. But if we're talking like favorite memory, it would probably be when we went out on your birthday.
Oh yeah, that was so
Oh my God! Wait, I forgot about that.
That
Wait, I was
probably
not gonna
one of
mention
the
that.
best
I just remembered that.
That was my best night of the year, by the way. My
that would have
birthday.
been one of the best.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
night was good.
That was a great.
Was that your best night of the year?
Probably.
It was one of them.
It was.
Okay.
At least it was on the list.
She's offended.
I'm offended.
She's offended.
I don't care.
Because it was like altar call, and then
I know.
it was
And then
a lot of things.
You
built
said
up
night.
to
You didn't
be
say
like,
month.
to be like
There's
the
a
greatest night of my life.
Yeah,
Okay, what about you?
Oh, yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah.
There's a lot that happened. I'm gonna name like 3.
Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
Number 1.
First one was altar call, like you said.
Yeah.
Altar call was like, it happened on the 7th of May, and
Yes, I
then 8th of May
remember.
was my birthday. So it like overnight, a lot of things happened also.
That weekend though.
That
That
basically
weekend
that
was
we-
great.
That weekend.
That
It was
weekend was-
grand.
We went to Ashta on Friday.
We did?
Oh.
Yeah, we did. You weren't there.
You.
I don't know.
Okay.
We definitely invited you. I just don't know why you weren't there.
Yeah, this
When
time
was
we-
that?
It was a pretty great
We'll
weekend.
talk about that.
It was a good week.
Okay,
Okay, go on.
whatever.
Go on.
So yeah, that weekend in general was really wow.
Wow.
It was really wow.
Yeah.
If
So-
you know, you know.
Basically, we had this thing called altar call on the 7th of May in 2022.
Very.
Yeah, what?
It was my first real talk too.
It was her first
was-
real talk, and we were supposed after like the sermon, we were supposed to have tribes,
Yeah,
right?
tribes.
But it was canceled.
Because-
Tribes is like our group discussion
Yes.
Yeah.
after sermon, and then we had, but then like, I don't know, something
Instead of
touched the leaders, something
Because of
touched
her
the
real
teens, and we had this thing called an altar call, which is where like
I think it was Mika who.
it was
Yeah, it was
Mika.
Mika. It was Mika.
Yeah, Mika. said to the
Mika.
leaders, like,
Yeah, Mika.
Yeah.
I miss you,
We
Mika.
miss Mika
So it's not
sometimes.
planned at all.
It wasn't
Yeah.
planned at all.
It was
just
not.
happened.
It was literally
It just
last
happened.
minute.
It just
Yeah.
happened. And I feel like it was just because they could see that everybody needed a little bit of help over there. So, you know, and that's where like us teens were free to like come up to the leaders and
Yeah,
ask for
just-
prayers.
yeah.
And it was a really touching like moment.
Yes.
And it's so touching.
A lot of
Nobody,
tears.
nobody thought to like take a video or a picture, obviously. But if we had one, honestly, that would be like my
would've been
wallpaper. My
very-
it would be my. I would like look at it every single day. But yeah, it was very great.
It was yeah.
It was amazing.
And the second one was summer ball. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. But I want
Don't
to
say
mention it.
that
I want to mention it.
That was
Go ahead.
that was when he had
That was
COVID, by
when
the
he
way,
had
guys.
Just
COVID.
favorite memory.
That was when he had COVID.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
couldn't join because he had
Very
COVID.
The summer ball was very fun. Some of my school friends joined summer ball, and
Yeah.
it was one of the most memorable nights for them too. It was one of the most memorable nights for me too, if you guys know.
Yeah.
We're talking about that on here.
And
Okay.
then it was
All
really
right.
fun. I got to dance around. I got to have fun with my
It
friends.
was super
the food was
fun,
really-
super exciting.
The food was good.
Food was good. Food was good, actually.
Yeah.
I went for seconds.
She did help me and Chloe get ready before that. And
we were kind of-
we were a pain.
We were
were
kind
a
of
pain.
evil stepsisters
We
to
were
Cinderella.
like evil steps. Yeah, literally, because we told
So
her
the
to,
two
like,
of us, the thing is, we both had fake nails. We
we
had to
had
put on
fake
fake
nails
nails.
on.
Yep.
And Jakayla, we were kind of demanding her to do everything.
Yeah.
I didn't wear anything.
We demanded
Not
her
in
to
a
do
mean
stuff
way.
for us because we
It's not
couldn't
the
like
worst,
we couldn't
'cause
sacrifice
couldn't
those
really.
nails, you know?
Exactly.
I have to like grab their bags. I have to put on their necklaces. I have to help them grab stuff. Blah blah blah.
Because
blah,
if you
blah.
ever had really long nails, you have to understand that we can barely do
You
anything.
can exactly like it's just for the looks.
And we had to put on heels.
yeah.
Oh, my heels broke that night.
Oh yeah. And her mom got her new ones on
Yeah.
the spot.
On the spot.
And
I
literally
wanted
just
to
called her.
Thank
Put
you,
them on.
mother. Thank you so much.
which was iconic. It was great.
I
She
was-
very
That-
fabulous.
That flower.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she got a
I got a
corsage.
corsage.
I didn't.
I got a
Me neither.
She didn't either.
I didn't either.
Oh well.
Yeah. Okay,
Go
Jakayla,
on.
your next
Last
third
one
one.
is, y'all weren't in this, but it was my school thing, a retreat.
Oh.
Retret.
Retret.
Retret. It was 2 nights. 2 nights.
Kind of
2
like a
days, 1
field
night,
trip.
which I hate. It was supposed to be 3 days, 2 nights.
Whoa.
She's very angry about this.
Calm down.
Whoa.
Because if we were had 3 days and 2 nights, like there were supposed to be more deep talks about life.
Okay.
Because there was the night of the first night. Well, it was a very
The night of the first night.
very memorable moment. It was the first time I cried in front of everybody in school because the speaker there, Kak Andre, I love you. We're talking about family and just said some things about family and family struggles, and I just was there breaking down and crying. Everyone there was. I saw some of my friends who I never saw cry or like break a tear or like be emotional. And it was such a vulnerable moment for all of my classmates and angkatan, my grade. It was also fun. We did so many activities. It really brings us more closer. It was amazing night. It was an amazing retreat.
Okay. Me too. All right. For me, I have like 2 highlights. The first one would obviously be my birthday weekend, altar call weekend. You know, that was great. It was just like great things over great things. And I feel like for that one weekend, I was just like I was living, you know? Like, I know that sounds that sounds so like cheesy, but I was. And this is like a kind of a funnier story, funnier side to it. But the people in TCU, they came to my house at like 12, right?
Yeah.
When it was my birthday. And because of that, before 12, my mom told me like, don't take a shower first. And then I was like, why would I not take a shower? It's like almost midnight. I want to sleep after this. And then she was like, just don't. And I was like, why? And then she's like, listen to me, I'm your mom. And then I'm like, fine. So I didn't take a shower.
And we distract her so
They
much.
We had to distract her.
Yeah, we had to be distracted. We had to do dance battles so that I was distracted.
video?
We had to do karaoke.
There were
dance.
videos.
I think there were videos, very embarrassing videos. Let's not.
That's not
But
recorded.
yeah, we were. Oh yeah, us 3. We had a sleepover, by the way, and they were the ones in charge of distracting me.
Because
We did a great job.
Yes.
Great job.
Is that me?
And you did chorus for us?
David just
Fourth
brought
wall
in.
break. Fourth wall break. David just
Okay.
walked in with.
And you didn't even
You didn't
order.
get any
You didn't
fries?
get any for
For
us?
us?
No boba.
Wow.
for us.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, we
So
understand.
we feel kind of betrayed right now. Whatever.
Okay. Anyways, continuing. So okay, all of my friends came and we went out for a night drive. We got home at like 2:30 a.m., which was really, really fun. It was really great.
Guys, my parents are
almost-
probably gonna listen to this. Let's not.
Near to death experience, but it's okay.
really was
because
traumatized.
you know some people just like to speed, like my brother. So.
Let me guess in.
I'm guessing. And then that night, these 2 fell straight asleep. They
When-
fell straight asleep.
When did I have to go shower?
when I had to go shower. Now let me tell you, these 2 were asleep. They were like, they were snoring. They were like, these 2
I
were
don't
fast
snore.
asleep.
It was straight. To be
They
fair, to
were
be
fast
fair,
asleep. They just like put their bags on the floor. They just like, they didn't even care to change or
I
anything.
dumped it and then
They just dumped
didn't
everything.
I did change.
Okay, whatever.
I
fine,
did
Fine,
change.
fine. No, you didn't. I know you didn't.
Well,
And then
Jakayla
they
is
just
like
went-
the least hygienic of all of us. Let's be honest.
shut up. I am hygienic.
But anyways, so then they went straight to sleep, took all my pillows and blankets, obviously. But then I still had to go shower because
don't have to
previously
point all
my
this
mom
out,
told
Giselle.
me to not take a shower. And so I
Hey,
did
you're
take
welcome.
a shower at 3 a.m. And I went into my room with only in my towel. And it was so cold and it was so dark and I could not do anything. And it was 3 a.m. and I was scared and I was alone and they were both asleep and they were
You
leaving
weren't
me
alone, there was
abandoned.
Jesus
You
there.
did not need to be scared. We were
And it
in
was-
the
okay,
room.
whatever.
Yeah, it's in your own
Maybe,
room.
Okay, but it was so cold. And I couldn't turn the AC off because it would make you guys like all cranky and awake.
It wouldn't make me. It
So-
would make just Jakayla.
I love my
Okay,
AC,
wait.
okay?
Shut
So
up,
yeah,
Jakayla.
then I had to wait like another like, I could only fall asleep like at 3:30 or 4 because of that.
And then we woke up at like what?
We had to wake up early at like
had to-
9ish
Yeah.
because we had to go to
We
church.
We have to go to church.
It was a Saturday to Sunday.
You can never miss church, guys. By
Weekend.
the way.
We can never miss church. But yeah, that was one of my most memorable nights of the year. And the other one is actually part of a day. So in September, I was in Bali again for my cousin's wedding. And it was my most memorable Bali trip by far, I think, because you know there was my big family there too, and I really do love them, all my cousins and all that. It was really fun. It was really wild. It was really we experienced a lot of new things. We went on adventures together, discovered new places.
We went flying.
I did. That
She
was
was
what I'm
flying.
gonna mention. One of my most favorite moments of the year was when I went parasailing, because it was really refreshing. Like I just didn't have any other thoughts, but that I'm seeing Bali from like the top, and it was so nice, and it was like breezy, but not that it's dangerous to be up there.
No, it's not actually.
Yeah, and it was like really sunny. It was great, and the view was amazing. And I was just like not thinking about anything, and it was also right after exam week, right after I was satisfied with my scores too. So I was just really happy that week. and then
Yeah.
all went downhill. But yeah, what about you?
Okay, so I don't actually know. I see. The thing is, 2022 didn't have that many of like big, huge, memorable moments, but I can say that something memorable was also when I got COVID. But because the thing is, right, before I got COVID, it was a very good summer. Like the summer of 2022 has to be like one of the best summers that I've had because
Definitely.
just because it was one of the best birthdays I can say that I've had in my life. It was a good birthday because these people surprised me, and it was so fun. Just
Oh, we
Oh
did.
my gosh.
they surprised me, and I felt it was so nice.
Yeah, there were so many people too.
Yeah, and there's so many people. I was like, oh my gosh.
Good food.
And then I went to Turkey. I may or may not have skipped my 9th grade graduation for this, but I don't really care.
It's fine.
I don't really care.
You're
that I
getting it
skipped.
again the next
Exactly.
year.
I'm getting it this year anyways. So my trip to Turkey was actually awesome because I may have nearly died of heat stroke because it was so hot and I packed the
Oh.
wrong clothes. When I checked the weather, it was like 18 degrees, 16 degrees, and I thought, okay, that's pretty cold, but it turned out not to be that cold.
16 degrees. It's supposed to be so cold, though.
Exactly. And then I was like, this weather is wrong. But it was a good trip. It was a really fun trip. I was just me and my mom, and we took a tour, and it was really fun. And I got COVID right after I got back.
Yeah.
But then the
remember.
thing is, getting COVID felt very peaceful to me.
Yeah.
It was not. I'm sorry.
To
No, it's
you,
'cause-
but to
no,
me.
she had to stay home like even a week after she was negative. But like for the rest.
The thing is, to me, it was very peaceful, and I got to read a lot, and it was just a great summer for me. So, I guess the best memory I had of 2022 was the summer. That's it.
Okay. Like the entire
summer.
It was great. Okay, that's great. All
And
right.
also, we had the internship.
We had the
We had
internship.
the summer internship. That was awesome.
That's him right now.
He had his own internship, right? What did you do?
I went to this retreat.
Bible
like,
camp.
Bible camp.
Bible
He went to
camp.
Bible camp. We
Bible
love that
camp.
for us. All right. Our internship.
Mm.
We had an internship. I think we've mentioned this in a few of our previous episodes.
Yeah, especially
Right?
the ministry talks.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The
Especially the ministry talks. Me
Yeah.
and Luna, who hosted both ministry talk episodes so far, we're both
also do the young
interns.
one.
And then me, Giselle, and Jakayla are also interns. And yeah, a lot of us are.
A lot of us were interns. It was really great. It was really
It was
fun.
fun. You-
Whenever we had downtime, we would like go up here, like in this room, and we would
This
like
room
Yeah.
where
be
we're filming right
dancing
now.
and
It was so
it was
fun.
really
I remember
crazy.
it was like a few minutes before our interviews for each of our ministries.
Yeah.
Where did you interview in?
I interned in
Intern.
Love in the Streets.
Interviewed.
Which is
Like what's your
interviewed Love in the Streets and the
Karen
Council.
Yes.
Alright.
yeah. But my heart was leaning towards Love in the Streets because I was already serving there.
She was
previously.
already there.
Yeah, and I really love it. So
She was in Karen.
Yeah, no, but then I got into Connect.
Oh, you did.
Connect in Life, yes. Okay.
all right. So
So-
after talking about our favorite memories of 2022, why don't we talk about our favorite trends of 2022? I feel like there was
Trends.
so much this year.
There's
it was
so much.
crazy. It was so
2022
hectic.
was such a year.
It could be trends. It could be
trends.
like
Because the thing is, I feel like the trend cycles have been so much more quick.
yeah.
It
2022.
is.
It was.
Like they sped up so much. It's like every single week,
also
something
not
new.
good,
That's not great, especially in the fashion industry.
especially in the
I
fashion.
didn't know
industry.
anything
Exactly.
about that.
Yeah. But what was your favorite trend? It could be anything. It could be like clothing. It could be, or you could. It
My-
could also be like a music, like music or TV show.
My
or
favorite,
movie.
my favorite trend of 2022 was the return of like fall fashion and really nice sweaters and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Because
like the Rory Gilmore.
the
band
Rory
sweater.
Gilmore
yeah.
aesthetic. Because honestly, I love that.
Yeah,
I love
it's so
that.
comfortable.
It's so comfortable
cozy.
and it's so nice. And yeah. And in terms of fashion, I really found my fashion in turtlenecks.
Yeah,
Love of my life.
definitely. I
Okay.
can see that.
I feel like I know this isn't like this isn't like specifically a 2022 thing, but I feel like it really like bloomed everywhere in 2022. I feel like my favorite 2022 fashion trend is thrifting. Like
Oh yeah,
I know
that's great.
like I
It's
know thrifting
sustainable
has
and it's
existed
awesome.
since like so many years ago. But I feel like this year a
the
lot of teenagers our
1900s.
age started doing it also.
Yeah.
And we could also start doing it offline too, and not just online. So
Yeah.
it's not like a hit or a miss type of thing. But yeah, I feel like thrifting was my favorite one, and I've been doing it recently, or at least trying to, because
Trying
my
to,
last one failed. I didn't get anything after searching for 4 hours. But yeah, it's just a really great, environmentally friendly way to save money and be fashionable.
Oh yeah, you thrifted that. That's what I got.
That sweater's
and I
thrifted.
thrifted
This
these
is
pants
thrifted.
that I'm
We
wearing
went
right
thrifting
now.
together.
I didn't
We
last
went
know.
week.
thrifting together.
And she wasn't.
She
last
she
week,
had
right?
lame. Yes.
Was it last week?
Last week.
Was it last
2
week?
weeks
2
ago?
weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
No, early last week.
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks
Okay,
ago.
sorry guys. Sorry.
It was
chill.
Saturday of 2 weeks ago. We didn't have youth yet.
They each of them got like she got so
I
many
got 3.
things.
Yeah.
He got 1.
I got 3.
I got 0, even though I was the one who invited them to go thrifting.
Yeah, Giselle's just very picky with her clothes.
And I got 0.
I went to pay with my mom and brother.
Yeah.
Fun.
Right. Okay. Cool. So what about you? What's your favorite? It could be like apps, like Burial.
Burial's fun.
I started
Burial
in
is fun.
December.
The thing is,
Oh, okay.
the two of us started
Yeah.
Burial in like December.
She was like, "You need to download Be Real so I won't be alone."
Or like IG Reels. IG Reels started to like boost this year, right? Before that, it was like YouTube Shorts. Was YouTube Shorts this week or a week?
It was like in last year. Like
Last year or
I feel like
2021?
YouTube Shorts was like 2021.
Oh, okay.
I
My
started
bad.
using IG Reels in 2021 because I didn't have TikTok.
Personally, I'm just a OG TikTok person.
Yeah. No,
Because-
I'm an OG Musically person, so
I'm an OG music
so you know.
Bye.
Transition queen.
So what? I would literally look like this in my Remember Day.
And then boom. We made TikTok tonight in the night before.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Yes, I remember you did this. I remember.
We didn't. We didn't. Okay. Anyways, what is your favorite trends this year?
Trend.
Are your favorite trends?
I didn't really follow trends in 2022, but what I liked was probably the music that blew up in 2022, like what released there.
Oh my gosh, 2022 was a good year of great releases.
It was.
2022 had good movie releases too, and TV shows.
Would I say that? No, not
Black
really.
Panther, bro.
No. Okay.
I wouldn't really say.
Maybe more to movie
Oh,
than
Wakanda,
TV shows.
Wakanda Forever was awesome.
Yeah, that's great. And
We don't talk about Love and Thunder
I
because
didn't even cry. I don't know why.
Love it, Thunder was bad.
we don't talk about
Yeah,
Love and Thunder. We
I
watched it
wasn't even
together.
watching most
We
of the
watched
time.
it together,
was just
actually. I
like-
think.
We all watched it together.
Yes, we watched
with
it
the
together.
audience as well, who was currently here. And you guys.
Yeah.
So, what was it? Music,
Music.
specifically? Like
What specifics?
I don't remember at all. But I remember.
You
that
don't
it was
remember,
really
but then you're
good.
saying that it's the best, like good of
Yeah,
a
No,
lot
I
of
just
good releases.
remember like it was really good. That's all I remember.
Okay.
And it was like
Okay.
the year where I started playing more instruments.
Oh yeah, that's
And
yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. So speaking of albums, by the way, sorry. But end of 2022, SZA's album released, and it was
Oh
very.
my god! Literally. So great.
The SOS
There,
was
that one
SOS was an
See,
awesome
see,
album.
see, that's what
and
I
then
said.
we also
Probably
had.
is her best
That's
album
what
by
I
far,
said.
don't you think? Like, or one of her best albums.
She's had like 2 albums, my dear.
Yeah.
She's had like 2 albums.
Really? I thought she had. Oh, that's not SZA. Sorry. I mistaken her for another artist. Sorry.
SZA has had 2
Continue.
albums released.
No, but okay. Out of her 2 albums, it must be her best one, in my opinion. No?
I like Control.
I do like it too. but- Okay, go on.
What? That's it. I just had to say
Oh,
it.
that's
It
all.
was
Okay,
a good
that's all.
album.
Go on.
Go on.
I don't know. I don't really follow trends either, but I feel like having TikTok as a platform to boost more. I'm sick right now. So,
Yeah.
anyways.
That's not something to.
That's not really nice.
You're just sharing your
Hey.
reflections
Having
right here.
TikTok as a platform to boost a lot of like underground artists. I feel like a lot
Oh, yeah.
of
Yeah.
a lot of
Definitely.
artists grew up and grew their platform from TikTok, and I feel like that's a great thing
Yeah.
that's been happening.
But at the same time, I feel like sometimes artists, if they use TikTok to say over promote their
Yeah,
albums, it
I
just
agree.
kind of
It kind of ruins it.
It kind of
Like, it's
ruins
just, like,
it.
it's annoying.
Like Sam Smith's song, if you remember that one. Okay, yeah. Well,
All right. So we've talked a lot about 2022. Let's talk
Yeah.
a little bit about this upcoming year. I mean, we've already passed almost the first month of it, which is crazy.
What?
It's very crazy.
oh my
What?
gosh,
We're almost done. Well, okay, no, I'm going too fast.
What?
It's the 21st today. Yeah, no, actually, it's already the 21st.
Time flies very quickly.
3 weeks in. We're 3 weeks. Yeah, what are you?
What are you looking? Are you looking for a calendar?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
looking
3
for
weeks
how
in.
did it like end up like this.
And I just want to ask you guys, what are things you're really excited for or about this year? Or what are you guys looking forward to? You know, what are your plans, exciting plans? Let's not talk about the bad ones because I know all of you have to face exams.
Yes, Giselle's
Very
the only
heavy.
one of us who's
I
not
am the
facing
only
like
one.
some kind of huge
Yeah, and I hate that.
graduation
I
or
despise
something.
that. I hate
Oh
it.
yeah, you all have huge, like actual graduations this year, right?
Yes.
She's graduating the 9th grade.
He's graduating high school.
High
He's
school.
graduating
High school.
And
Old.
she's graduating secondary 4.
Old.
Old,
Yes.
old. And she's graduating secondary
Secondary
4,
four,
which
four.
is graduating high school in Cambridge.
Cambridge.
And then you go on to junior college, which is
Yeah.
scary.
The thing is,
High
for me, I
school.
have like 3 big exams at the end of every year from starting from now, and it's just kind of
Yeah.
very
I have
stressful,
exams
very
at the end of
crazy.
this month.
Yeah,
Oh my
all of
gosh.
us have bad.
End of
like,
this
big
month is like
exams.
in a week.
I know.
No, okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
And you are, it's a big thing. You know, you're actually graduating, you're going off to college this year.
Uni
Going off to
life.
college this year. That's crazy.
It's uni, just.
You're old.
Uni. Who knows? What if he's going to college? And I'm just here. Still going on. But yeah, what are some exciting, fun, happy, non-school related,
Oh.
or maybe school related?
Not
if
school
it's
related.
exciting.
I was thinking like, oh my gosh, I get to have a prom.
Okay, like a real prom with your.
Hopefully, it's fun.
Yeah, I feel like
hopefully.
the last one was a bit.
Yeah.
What are you
So
guys
prom,
doing?
prom is your what you're looking
I
forward
would
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not really.
Yeah.
But also just like starting a new chapter in my academic life.
Okay.
Woo.
Such a
All right. What about you?
I think that's not what I'm looking forward to because it's already happened.
All right.
What is my birthday?
Oh, her birthday.
her birthday.
All right. She's already. Yeah.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was the best birthday ever.
Nice. For me, it's moving out because this
That's so scary.
that I'll be moving out to wherever uni I'm going to.
That's so scary. That's
Yeah,
in a few months.
Scary. That's in a few months. That's gonna pass by like
That's
nothing.
in
It will pass by like nothing. It's gonna be so.
let's say 4 or 5.
Oh no!
Moving
6
out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Moving
scary.
out.
1 September. That's like most uni
August.
starts in September.
You're
or,
excited
like
for that?
August.
Are you like
probably.
not sentimental about it?
Yeah, but it's.
But it's an
something
exciting thing.
new.
But it's good.
It's-
It's
Yeah,
great.
It's
I'm
good.
excited and also scared at the same time, of course. Like, I have to, you know, a lot of my friends are in Jakarta, so like,
Oh yeah.
it's
Well.
gonna be pretty hard to keep contact, especially with
Yeah.
how busy uni is going to be. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But I'm excited.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Okay. Well, that's it.
All right.
Jace, did
What
you?
am I
did you?
excited for? I haven't said anything yet.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I guess I'm excited to. Actually, no, I don't. Guys, I don't know. I don't have any expectations for this year, so I'm just excited for this year. Overall,
It's
I'm
a
excited to
surprise.
experience
Yeah,
what this year is
it's
going to be
gonna be a
like. I don't have
surprise.
anything specific because I do not set any.
Don't set expectations.
Yeah, I don't have expectations at all.
No
goals.
expectations.
Nothing.
If you don't expect anything, you will not be disappointed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
I know
the
that
actual
quote.
quote is expect disappointment and you won't be
And you
disappointed,
won't
but
be
then like,
disappointed.
Yeah, but you know,
eh,
switch that around to be a little bit more positive.
let's not expect
yeah.
disappointment.
I guess that can conclude our talk today of our 2022 recap. It was really great to go over that 1 year with
It's crazy.
crazy, hectic year with all of you guys. I'm really glad we got to experience the year together with all of our friends too. It
Yeah.
was a pretty good year. Ups and downs again, as we said.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm really glad it happened. Everything that happened that year happened.
Yeah.
And I think that's all we're gonna say for today.
Awesome.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.